and saying goodbye to people that have helped define our lives. My hope is that each of us allows our fear of these departures to propel our journey in search of ourselves and discover the personal happiness and passions that will give our lives meaning. I am honored to have made my journey through high school as part of such an incredible class. I know that there are many individuals who will walk the stage with me today who will go on to do great things. Don't be afraid to move forward. With our senior year last behind us and a new chapter of our lives beginning, be sure to make the best of the many firsts coming our way. Congrats, class of 2013. We did it. I'd now like to introduce Cole valedictorian Jamie Migret.
Thank you, Nicole. Good afternoon, everyone. So many of our friends and family confess to living their lives vicariously through our high school adventures. They would give anything to go back to where we are today. However, today is our day. Our high school graduation is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Today is a celebration of our accomplishments. Ralph Waldo Emerson and Mr. K once said, "We are always getting ready to live, but never living." Right now, some of us may be thinking about college, summer plans, graduation parties, work, and even about what's going on after this ceremony. Instead of thinking about what's going to happen next, let's focus on the here and now. Live in this moment because today is about us. With this in mind, we need to appreciate the little moments of now. In anything we do, it's best to pay attention to the people around us and not just wait for the next big thing to happen. So many of us don't want to miss anything exciting going on, but in the meantime, we're missing everything. Be selfish. I'm not talking about arrogant or egocentric selfishness. I'm talking about taking hold of the moments that define your life and appreciate living in those moments. Right now, for instance, some of you may be on your cell phones, planning out the rest of your day, not really taking the time to appreciate what's going on around you. The past does not define us. It can only guide us through the now and into our future. Appreciate what we have now, because these are the last moments like it. The satisfaction we got from performing, competing, and attending school functions are going to be feelings we will miss as we begin to make new memories. Instead of trying to focus on what's far down our path in the future, we should take these great moments and try to commit them to our memories. In the meantime, enjoy today and this moment right now. Look at the classmates around you. I'm serious. Look at how many great people we've met and how we get to share this amazing moment with them. Watch their faces as they receive their diploma. Remember back to the bright lights shining in our faces as we perform musical pieces or put on plays. Remember the crowded halls, the smell of new wax on the gym floor after a long summer, the cardinal and white paint throughout the school making way to our Badger pride. Remember the crowds at home games, the cheering, the swelling of emotions, and all of our victories and defeats. And lastly, take a mental snapshot, or for some of us a Snapchat, to remember this moment right now. Our family and friends sitting in the crowd today, smiling with joy at our accomplishments, and our peers sitting around us, laughing with delight as each and every one of us cross this stage with elation. Class of 2013, we are here. Enjoy this moment and make it count. Congrats to you all. As Dr. Piankos would say, go Badgers! Without further ado, co-valedictorian Ian Weber.
just go up? Hey, everybody. I've just got one message I'd like to deliver to my graduating class of 2013. YOLO, guys. All right. Thank you so much. All right, just kidding, Mom. You don't have to. Jeez, yeah, there we go. Lighten up a little bit, guys. We're having fun here. Okay. Yeah, that's way too good to be true. Strap it down. I wrote a novel. We're going to be here all day. I'd just like to say something I prepared. I'm sure at one point or another we've all heard people tell us how great these high school years are and how they might even be the best 4 years of our lives. Well, God, I hope not. Why not just stop now then? We've often heard that by receiving this diploma, we are setting ourselves up for success. But is that really true? Sure, walking across this stage opens up numerous doors of opportunity. We now have numerous paths to take and roads to travel. But are we certain of success? What good is a door of opportunity if we never take the leap of faith and step through? I want every single one of us to seize the opportunities that have now been placed before us. High school is now the past. We've made great memories throughout these 4 years, memories that will stick with us. But I hope for you and for me that we soon realize that the world is a bigger place. There are so many opportunities and experiences that will put the days of high school in the shadows of bigger and better things. I hope that these 4 years will not be the best of your life. I hope that you will choose to take the road less traveled, choose to push beyond your comfort zone, and create a new, pronounced, impacting, and wholesome legacy beyond the halls of Lake Geneva Genoa City Union High School. There are no more minute bells to worry about, no more grading scales. We've entered into the real world, a world of pass or fail. The sky is the limit, but only if we step through our doors of newfound chances. Only if we realize that we need new aspirations, new dreams to grasp and hold on to, new goals to set and new goals to achieve. If we float on throughout our lives, following the crowd and taking the path of least resistance, we are selling ourselves short. Go take risks. Go do the impossible. Because one day we'll look back on the doors of opportunity as stepping stones to success or as missed chances. These 4 years have been filled with challenges we've needed to overcome and life skills we've needed to develop. But now we're being thrown into the real world. I hope that every single one of you take on every challenge placed before you, step through every door of opportunity, and grasp every moment leading you to success. We're no longer in high school with 300 some others, and our outlook may need to change. After all, sometimes in the real world, you may even need to be a one-man wolf pack. Thank you. And now I'm pleased to present the man with a plan, Mr. Dr. Gottiger.
He asked us to break out of the box, so I'm breaking out of the box. I'm going to stand down here and make my presentation from here. I'm very proud to be the superintendent of schools for the Badger High School District. As Ian said, Lake Geneva, Genoa City Union High School District, and for the Lake Geneva Joint No. 1 School District also. And obviously a graduation ceremony is one which recognizes the full scope of an educational process. And we're very much impressed with the fact that this is a great graduating class, the class of 2013. I'm very proud to have come to know them on a very different basis. You know, as a superintendent of schools, sometimes you end up being the guy in the suit that comes to many events like this. And with that, in my mind, for me, this class has been very special because I think I've gotten to know many of them on a much more personal basis, which is not always the easiest thing to do. Most of that having to do with the makeup of this particular class. With that, as again some of our graduates alluded to, I think that the Badger High School program, the educational program provided by our schools, is a fine one that prepares and ready to open doors for the students that are sitting here today to be successful as they continue in their lifelong journey, whether that be to the colleges and universities of their choice, into the military, or into the job force. And we certainly hope that they are successful in that effort. With that, the man with the plan may not be quite the story, but I do have quite a bit of help with that, and we have some of our school board members who are with us today, and I would like to introduce them because they really have the plan, and they're really the ones that stand behind the programs and the opportunities that are provided to the students of Badger High School in this graduating class of 2013. So with that, I'd like to introduce and have them rise Mrs. Nikki Seisel from the Badger Board, Mrs. Pat Walter from the Badger Board, and Mr. Jeff Buntrock from the Badger Board. You know, as you do many of these speeches, I was thinking, what am I going to say to this class? And I really do believe, you know, I can walk through here, and I'm not going to know every name, but I'm going to know a number of these students who are here today. And so I thought about, as you might guess, and some people have even said to me, are you getting out that 1999 speech that you gave and rotating that one through the process? And I thought, you know what, you get to be a certain age in life and you just say, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot and do something different. So today's the day. You're going to get something different, and we're going to see how it goes. So with that, we have 4 great valedictorians. What very special students they are. They thought they were done with their speeches, but they didn't know coming here today. I've informed them along the way that they're going to be helping me in this process of making a comment that will be part science, will be part philosophy, and will be part magic. So we'll see how this all goes, and you know, maybe I'll put that in a bag and rotate it in 5 years from now. So with that, Mr. Weber, would you please help me out? I told you what you need to bring here. I gave you a little cue. He is a valedictorian, so I expect that he can follow directions. Tell the folks here what we have, Mr. Weber.
It's a bucket of baseball and softball.
Sharp guy, huh? No, you have to stay here. You have to stay here. You can nod the answer to this question. Is it full? Full. Okay. Very full. Okay. So this is part of the science project is your life. Okay. So this bucket is your life, and as you know, next Tuesday is a big part of your life at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. To be part of your life. So good luck to you as our baseball team continues, and Ian plays on that baseball team. Next, we have Jamie. I gave you directions. We're going to have a tester. We're running off on the final question that I'm going to have here today. She's going to be bringing something up here. Bear with me. This may be Mr. Kopolowski's empty pretzel basket that he has. Could you, I'll take that because it's kind of heavy. Identify the contents of this pretzel container?
A container of rocks and gravel.
Rocks and gravel. All right. Here's part of the science project. I'm going to take this off. Bear with the shaking. A couple. Thank you. I'm having Ian clean up the baseballs after we're done with this. This bucket's still full? Very much. I had room for the gravel, though. Lost. Mr. Antel, you're a smart guy, co-valedictorian of your class. Can you identify the contents of this bucket?
A bucket of sand.
A bucket of sand. All right. thought that bucket was full with the baseballs and the softballs, but there was room for those pebbles and gravel and room for that sand, wasn't there? All right, last but not least, Nikki. Bet you're all wondering where this is going. Huh? Me too. Okay, I'm going to open one of these because Nikki's pretty smart too, and I'm sure she can identify the contents.
Mug full of coffee.
Trust me, the other one has coffee in it too. It's cold, it's been here for a few hours. Got some bad baseballs and softballs at the bottom of that I don't have to reuse. Always thinking, even though I wasn't the valedictorian in my class. So, we have here a bucket of baseballs and softballs. And for you graduates and valedictorians, co-valedictorians, those are the big things in life, the things that are really important to you. Your family, your friends, your education, your learning that's going to take place, your passions in life, all of the things that are the big chunks, the big pieces. The pebbles, the gravel, those are some of the other things that might be important. A job, a house, a car, some of those things that might be bigger chunks but not as big as the important parts. The third is sand. That's everything else. Okay? Everything else that's not so important. Had I put sand in that bucket first, there's no room for the big things, the things that are important. So the message to you is, and to all you as graduates, focus on the things that are important to you. Spend time with your family, visit your grandparents, invest in your education and your learning opportunities as you go forward. And don't get caught up with the little things. Spend time on the things that really matter. Now, I missed something. What didn't I talk about? Coffee. Okay? Life is pretty full bucket. As you all know up here, as you know here, your life bucket is going to be full with many different things as we go forward. But always, always remember to take the time to have a couple cups of coffee with your friends. Okay? With that, congratulations, class of 2013. Have a great experience. You've done a great job. Without further ado, Mr. Bob Kopolowski, the fantastic, exceptional high school principal of Badger High School.
Thank you, Dr. Gottinger. Family and friends, the accomplishments of the class of 2013 are staggering. Over 37% of the class, or 121 students, are graduating with honor scores. We had 12 students within 0.1 of each other in cumulative grade point average. I would like to recognize these students by having them stand at this time. Samantha Shanahan, Taylor Skates, Anastasia Boris, Anna Case, Lillian Ho, Rory Shine, Kate Russell, and Teresa Schultz. And of course, you have already met our four co-valedictorians, Drew Antle, Nicole Johnson, Jamie Mikrit, and Ian Weber. A hand for these people. National, state, and conference championships were achieved in numerous activities. It has truly been a great year at Badger High School. I would also like to honor the people retiring from Badger High School this year: Doug Harrod, Gail Petler, Greg Groom, Forrest Larson, and our police liaison officer, Ralph Braden. Thank all of you for all of your years and dedication. Students in the class of 2013, now that you are leaving Badger